The markets are in significant trouble. My name's D7 here at Grok Trade. This is the weekend edition. Good through October 9th, 2016. And this podcast, this trading video will be one you'll certainly want to share and probably listen to twice. We got a lot of information to get to. On Friday, the market's in bearish territory. Small caps, though, down 0.8%, leading the charge to the downside. However, relative strength for the most part, relatively speaking, banks, financials doing better than the rest of the indices. We're going to see that in the charts also. Big drop here, crude oil. So after the big rally in crude, we're seeing it now pull back. Gold higher, silver higher by nearly a full percent, and the VIX also higher by 5% on Friday. And taking a look here at the S&P 500, we're going to start there. We're going to look at daily chart, weekly charts, and monthly charts. Very in-depth information here. Just before I do, Grok Trade. If you're new to trading, fill out the form here. So go to groktrade.com, fill out the form. We'll give you 6 trading tutorials free of charge, and we have a one-on-one course. It's an hour and a half long. Fridays, you can join us. Click there to get registered. Most important part, this is for those who really want to go beyond the hobby level of trading and want this to be a significant source of income. That is where you want to click here, get more information on the mentorship. Getting back here to the markets, what we have here is the Spiders Daily. Look at this pinching. I massaged these lines. Friday, we gapped up. We came down. We touched this area of support. We came back closing right above this trend line. There's no more room, gang. There's no more room for this to go. This is going to break and expect it to happen Monday. Expect it to happen right now. This dude is ready to drop. And let me tell you why I think it's going to drop. I have a sell signal here, and I continue to be with my sell. We are still above the 100-day moving average. That's that green line coming across here, and we do have a big trend line that's going to act as support, but I expect it to drop. I do expect it to drop. Check this out. I'm going to go here to the weekly chart on the S&P 500. Here's the problem. I have a sell signal on the weekly now. First time I've had that in one, and then I added it again. So in the last month, last 4 weeks, I've got 2 sell signals on now. Big time trouble. So if you look at this blue line coming up, support, we went higher, support, we started to break down below it. So I put a sell there, but we rallied back above, staying right here. And then we're back down below it. We had the 20-week moving average coming up, acting as support. I have a sell signal on this. I expect this to now break down. The weekly, the S&P, it is so weak, and it is set to crash and burn. If you look at the monthly chart, I had a sell signal on it last month. This month, we're just getting started in this month, but we already have a lower high. The bodies are lower, so we have a lot of downside opportunity here. Now I'm going to go to the diamonds. Quickly look at the diamonds. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because they look a lot like the S&P 500 diamonds. So here we are. So we got a symmetrical triangle right at support. I'm expecting it to drop. I had a buy signal. I'm going to switch that. Buy signal to a sell. I think the sell now on the diamonds is set and ready to go. If I go here to the weekly, it looks like the weekly is not giving me data right now, so that's no good. Man, gold's doing the same thing right now. If you look here at the diamonds monthly chart, lower highs, you can see that lower bodies. It's really finding support here. If it breaks down below that, it's in a lot of trouble. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Very telling. NASDAQ. Here I had a buy, rising wedge, up, and then why didn't I have that as a sell last week? Where is that? It's not there because we did break down below it. So I had to put on this one because I missed it last week. So this week is my sell signal on this. We are in, or today, this is a daily. This is a daily chart. So I was gone on vacation. I was doing some camping. Thank you, Mark, the Meerkat, for sitting in for me. Anyway, this is a daily, and we're dropping. There it is. I would have called it a sell on Thursday, but I wasn't here. Now is definite sell on Friday. Actually, I need to put it there because I would have put it there if I was trading and I wasn't out in a tent. I would have had it there. I'm going to move it there because I was not in front of the markets, but I definitely would have had it there. So my sell signal is on. If I look here at a weekly chart, NASDAQ, I have a sell on it, but now it's gone higher than my sell, but I have to continue with my sell, even though I'm underwater on that, but it's because we're at resistance. You can see this resistance, resistance number 3, resistance number 4 were very extended. This is a good time for it now to drop. And when it does start to drop, I'll go ahead and put a sell on it on this weekly chart. I just can't yet because it hasn't yet. Can't do it. Or a second sell. Here's the monthly chart. I was, remember, and I'll own it, I was premature last month saying sell, but so far it's working out because you'll notice the body on the monthly, we're stalled out. We got a tweezer top. This is set up to crash and burn. So all looks well on the bear side. Certainly, if you got longs going right now, you want to have tight stop losses on them because things are looking very weak. Let's go to small caps. Now, small caps could lead the direction one way or another. And here, wow, look at this. Right there, we broke down, and again, I was out in the woods, so right there, I would, I'll just do it on Thursday. So Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, daily chart. Anyway, that I want to put it there. That was a decisive breakdown below, even though this one was too. That one was it. So I would have probably had it there if I was in front of the markets because it did break down, popped up sideways, and now we're down. I'm good with that. That is legit. And we have a rising wedge. Now we broke down on bigger volume, bearish divergence on the MACD. All looking very bearish. All the stars are lining up for the bear side. And this is what we want. We want a confluence of sell signals or a confluence of buy signals. I don't care. Give me just a confluence of them. I'm done with this choppy sideways stuff. And I think I'm speaking for the vast majority of us. This choppy sideways stuff, it's like a churning that's hard. You can make money in swings. I like the swings. This choppy churn is horrible for making, great amounts of money. Day trading is the place to be in this. Swing trading is just very, very difficult. I mean, it can be done, and I'm proving that with my calls that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. But, I mean, wow. Weekly chart. Here's the weekly chart. Bam! To the downside. Look at this. It broke the ice. This is huge. Guys, look at this. Support. We come up support now is broken. Bad news. I thought it was going to drop. Now I know it's going to now. There's my sell signal on a weekly. Wow. Russell's in a ton of trouble. Ton of trouble. Bad news. And if I go here to the monthly, and you'll see I got a sell signal there. We have a lower high bearish candlestick, lower. We're just getting started. It's barely even a pivot candle. We're just getting started. It happens right at resistance coming across. That is no good for the month, for the monthly chart here on small caps. Wow. Watch this closely. Watch it very, very closely. And that is where we're at. And if I look at the banks are important because the banks, financials can lead the chart. But what I'm seeing here in this election cycle are the banks showing a ton of relative strength in the face of the markets they're begging to drop. However, what I'm seeing in the banks is they look like they're being propped up. I mean, on a daily chart a few days ago, I would have had a buy, so I went ahead and added that because it broke out, boom, to the upside. Even though the market's showing all this weakness, we have relative strength being shown on the bank's daily chart. Banks are doing well. Furthermore, go to the weekly. Weekly, we have this rising wedge. And boom, we're starting to bounce, going higher. It's a rising wedge, but I had to put a buy on for the weekly because we cleared these highs. We're at this high coming across. That's an area of resistance. But nonetheless, that is something that if it keeps going, I mean, it could keep going higher for sure. And if I look here at the monthly, look at this. Boom, I had to call it a buy because it popped up here. It's staying above this area, but we're at resistance. Look at this. Resistance, we're right at it. I still have my buy on the monthly on the banks that we're right at resistance. Will this be the area that will fail and for it to retrace? It may be the time to do that. Financials, this is the monthly on financials. I have a buy on it a few months ago. I can have to stay with my buy on the financial monthly. This dude looks like it's ready to break out to the upside. It could certainly do it. It's just shocking to see the bank so relatively strong compared to the rest of the markets. Very interesting to see that. It's hard to bet on against the markets. It's hard to go all out short when you have the banks and financials so strong. Let's go to the weekly. I know I'm doing this in reverse order, but the weekly, look at this, rising wedge, but nonetheless, we come down and get a hammer and then boom to the upside. It's a buy. It's a buy on the weekly. I mean, it's looking strong. This is a financial weekly. Bull pullback and a pop and expect more upside there. That's what we're looking at. And on the daily, it's been up and away. We call it a buy. Sometime last week, he said, there it is. There's the buy. It broke out. Falling wedge breakout. Boom. And it continues higher. Unbelievable. Very, very strong. Now we're going to get into crude oil, gold, and silver. Right before we do, Grok trade. You can click on Trading Mentor. This is everybody. That's the secret sauce. Why is mentoring the secret sauce? It's simply this. The books will not make you money. Going to the seminars won't make you money. You need a mentor, just like a golfer needs a coach, just like a surgeon needs a ton of education, just like a pilot needs a flight instructor. We all need that person to hold your hand and to help you through, and that is why this is crucial. So to learn more about why we are the logical answer, we have a course. It's a 3-day class. I want you to take the 3-day class coming up very soon online. Go here to learn about it. It's October. It's going to be October 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It's a 3-day class online. And then in November, I want you to retake it and come here and join us in November. Or if this is your first time taking the mentorship, show up November, hang out with us, learn more about it. You'll be very, very pleasantly surprised on what this is going to do for your trading. Now, back to the markets, crude oil. Look at this. This is a daily chart on crude oil. Boom, I called it a buy a couple weeks ago, and it has gone sky high after that. This is a symmetrical triangle breakout, very typical. Boom to the upside. These symmetrical triangles are great way to trade. Now this is dropping. I got to sell on this. We sell and pull back. Maybe to the $11 mark would be a great area to be looking for a buy opportunity. So the symmetrical triangle breakout, a bull pullback to support, and then you buy again for another rally to the upside. If you look here at the weekly chart on crude oil, you can see this. Last week I put a buy on it, and then boom, we are higher. All is looking well in the crude oil world. And if you look here at the monthly chart on crude oil, this month, I finally put a buy. Could not. I was a little premature to do it last month. I can do it this month. I'm feeling better about that. So now my buy is on the monthly chart. This is still a dynamic moving chart. It is not static. It is still moving. We're only early into this month, but nonetheless, I put a buy on that. And what I want to do now is go to gold. What's interesting is I put a sell there. I said, do not hold. You don't want to be in gold. Gold is problem city. and then bam to the downside. This dude dropped as expected. Now, this is a hammer. Why? This is going to give us a little bull pullback or bear pullback. It's going to go boom, up, about to this gap area, maybe even fill the gap, and then look to sell it again. So markets are broken here on gold. Daily chart, the weekly chart, I called it a sell, and then a buy and an immediate sell again. Very confusing what we were seeing last few weeks. And then finally breakdown, bam, to the downside. We do have support coming up right in this area. Bad news for gold. And silver daily chart. Look at silver. I expected this to drop. Sure enough, bam, it breaks down. Remember the sell signal? I said do not be holding silver. You don't want any part of silver. Get out of silver, and then it just slides. We get a hammer and pop up a second hammer, fill in this gap. Anyway, we're bouncing off the 200-day moving average, and we have a tweezer bottom. This could be a buy. This could be a short-term buy, or just wait for the bear pullback and then look to enter short on that. Ton of volume on this sell side. And if I go here to the weekly chart on silver, there's my sell signal. Bam! To the downside. It broke support. Support now is broken. The market is broken on silver. It is bad news. You can see it. This is smart money. Smart money knows what they're doing. Anytime I call these sell signals and buy signals at crucial areas, you'll see volume increase because all smart money is doing this. And if you look at, and I do have institutional trading experience, by the way, and if you look here at silver monthly, last month I called it a sell, and certainly it is continuing to do that. And I think for you guys who do trade commodities, especially gold and silver, you have appreciated my signals that I've been giving through this. Certainly share the video. But again, the thing that you want to do is get mentored by us, and I will be doing a class. Mark the Meerkat will be a 3-day program in October. Just join us. I want you to join us for 3 days of the best education you will ever get in your life. This is Grok Girl works for us, and we are teaching her right now how to trade, and it's something that she just had an interest in, and she goes, will you teach us? And I said, absolutely. So we're just teaching her baby steps, and she's actually doing periscopes on Twitter and live Facebook. Just follow Grok Trade on Twitter or Grok Trade on Facebook, and you can see Grok Girl doing live streaming feeds on her learning to trade, and she'll be teaching you what she's learning. But the mentorship in Vegas, especially all you mentee students who've already been through it, you want to retake it live. Do this. If you guys haven't taken mentoring at all, it's 3 days in Vegas. It is the best time. It is stress-free. We'll tell you where we're at the hotel, and we'll give you, we'll drive you around. It is a plug and play. There is no stress. You don't have to worry about anything. We'll handle it. Learn more about the Vegas mentorship. Click this. Schedule a call with Grok Girl or Carolina, and they'll tell you all the information you'd want to know about the mentorship. So with that, we appreciate each and every one of you. Like it if you like it.